one of you are good. So, do you remember what we are learning in social? Yes, we are learning about the different physical features of India, right? So, what are the different physical features we have in India? We have 6 different physical features, right? What are they? The Northern Mountains, the Northern Plains, the Great Indian Desert, then the Peninsular Plateau, the coastal plains and the islands, right? So, among these 6 different physical features, we have discussed already about 2, right? What are they? The Northern Mountains and the Northern Plains, right? So, we have learned about these 2 physical features in our previous class. So, now I hope that you have a clear idea on the Northern Mountains and the Northern Plains, right? Yes, very good. So, today we are entering into our new lesson, chapter 4, that is India Physical Features part 2. So, in the part 1, we have learned about the Northern Mountains and the Northern Plains, right? So, in this part 2, we are going to learn about the remaining 4 physical features of India, okay? Shall we start? Yes. So, what are the things we are going to learn in this lesson? The remaining 4 physical features, right? What are they? The Thar Desert, the Peninsular Plateau, the coastal plains and the islands, okay? So, what are the things we are going to learn in this lesson? The Thar Desert, the Peninsular Plateau, the coastal plains and the islands, okay? So, the big idea, what is the main objective of this lesson? Okay, so at the end of this lesson, what will you come to know? See, what is the objective? Our physical features are unique in their own way. So, what do you mean by the term unique? Each and every one is different, okay? So, see the Northern Mountains and Northern Plains are not same, right? So, Northern Mountains are mostly not suitable for vegetation and only less number of people live there. But in Northern Plains, it is very good in growing crops and also more people live there, right? So, there is difference in climate also, okay? Similarly, in the remaining 4 physical features also, there is so many differences in climate or lifestyle of people or in vegetation, everything, okay? So, each and every one is different. So, our physical features are unique in their own way, okay? They are different in their own way. But all the 6 features are present in India only, but each and every one is unique, okay? So, this is the thing you will understand at the end of this lesson, okay? Now, shall we enter into our lesson? Yes. So, before entering into the lesson, see these 4 pictures. Can you identify to which physical feature this pictures belong to? Can you say? To which land from this first picture belongs to? Yes, there is a camel. Camel means it is automatically it belongs to desert, right? So, the first picture indicates Thar Desert. Very good. Yes, now say me, what is the second, to which land from the second picture belongs to? What do you mean by plateau? Plateau means it is some high level land, okay? So, see we have some high level lands here. So, it belongs to the Peninsular Plateau, okay? So, this belongs to plateau. Yes, now see this third picture. What I have said to you already, the area near to the sea belongs to very good coastal plains, right? So this picture belongs to coastal plains. Very good. Yes, now can you say this? To which physical feature this 4th image belongs to? See, there is a piece of land and it is surrounded by water on 4 sides, right? So, a piece of land that is surrounded by water on 4 sides is called what? Very good, island, okay? So, this belongs to island. Yes, now you got a small idea, right? What is this 4 different physical features? Yes, now shall we discuss about each and every one in detail? Yes, so in today's class we are going to see only about the Thar Desert, okay? As I said to you already, today we are going to discuss about the Thar Desert, okay? See, this image see this image shows how a desert looks like, okay? See how is a desert? It is fully covered with sand, right? It is not like our area, right? It is fully covered with sand and in some places we can see small shrubs, right? And what is the animal we can see here? Camel. Can we find camel in our area? No, right? This camel we can see only in the desert areas. So, this camel is known as the ship of the desert, right? So one of the common symbol of desert is camel. So now we know, right, how a desert looks like. So this image gives you the appearance of a desert, okay? So first let us discuss about the location of this Thar desert. So tell me where this Thar desert is located. We have studied already. In which part of India? In the northwestern part of India. Okay, so in this direction, no? In the northwestern part of India. And how it is helping us? It forms a natural boundary between India and Pakistan. It acts as a boundary line. Okay, so it is a boundary between the India and Pakistan. Okay, boundary means what? A separating point. Okay, so it forms a natural boundary between India and Pakistan, and some of its part extends to Pakistan also. So major part is in India and some of it is extending to Pakistan also. And then see where it is extended. It starts in Gujarat. Okay, it starts in Gujarat in the west to until where it is extending to Punjab and Haryana in the north. Okay, see its extension. It starts from Gujarat in the west and extends till Punjab and Haryana in the north. But the major part of the Thar desert lies in Rajasthan. Okay, so if I am asking to you where is Thar desert located, you will say the state is Rajasthan only, right? In which state Thar desert is located? Then your answer will be Thar desert only, right? So this major part lies in Rajasthan, but it starts in Gujarat in the west and it extends to Punjab and Haryana in the north. Okay. Now let us study this in detail with the help of map. Okay. Yes. Now see here, this red area is there. No, this red part shows the Thar desert. Okay. See from where it is starting. It is starting from Gujarat. From here it is starting, right? So it is starting from Gujarat. And it is extending till, see here it is moving till Haryana and here it is extended till Punjab, right? So it is Gujarat is in the which part of India? West. This is the west side, right? So it is from starting from Gujarat in the west to and extending till here see Punjab and Haryana in the north. But where is the major part? Here comes Rajasthan, right? So where is the major part? The major part is situated in Rajasthan. Understood? See, and here, see, it forms a boundary, right? Here is Pakistan and here is India. So it acts as a boundary point between this Pakistan and our country India. Okay? And see, some part of this Thar desert, it is extending to Pakistan also. Understood? So see, Thar desert, where it is extended, where it originates, it starts from Gujarat in the west and extends till Punjab and Haryana in the north. But the major part is situated in the state of Rajasthan. And then what are the points we have learned? Thar desert is located in the northwestern part. See, here it is west, here it is north, right? So it is located in the northwestern part of India, and some part of this Thar desert extends to Pakistan also. And also what? It forms a natural boundary between Pakistan and India. Now I hope you understood the location of Thar desert, right? Yes, now you know the location of Thar desert, right? So now let us discuss about the climate of the Thar desert. Okay, now let us see how the climate in Thar desert will be. See how is the climate? It has extreme type of climate. So what do you mean by the term extreme? So we have moderate type of climate, right? Even though if it is winter also, we will not feel that much cold. Even if it is summer also, we will not feel that much hot, right? So we have a moderate type of climate. But in desert, it is extreme type of climate. That means what? So in winter means it will be very cool, okay? And in summer means it will be very hot. Something that is not tolerable, right? That's why there is no people living in the Thar desert, right? There will be only less number of people living there, right? So because the climate is very extreme, okay? See how will be the summer? In summer, days are very hot and nights are cool. In days, it will be very hot, okay? Something that is not tolerable. In days, it will be very hot, but in the night time, it will be cool. And see in winter, the days are warm. Warm means little bit hot, maybe like our climate, but hotter than this, okay? So days will be warm, but see the nights are very cold. Some cool, it will be very cold, like you cannot tolerate that cold, okay? So nights will be very cold. So how is the climate in Thar desert? It has extreme type of climate, and in summer the days are very hot and the nights are cooler. But in winter season the days are warm but the nights are very cool. Okay, and see, it is very dry. The desert will be very dry, okay, as it receives very little rainfall. So, desert means itself it receives little rainfall or no rainfall, right? So, it is dry. The climate here is very dry because there is no water as it receives very little rainfall. And see, it has one river flowing through it, that is River Luni, okay. River Luni flows through this region. So, shall we recall the climate once again? See, this desert has an extreme type of climate. That means in summer season, the days are very hot and the nights are cooler. And in opposite, in winter season, the days will be warm, but the nights are very cold. And see, the desert will be very dry because it receives very little rainfall. And at last, see, River Luni flows through this region. Now see, this is the Thar Desert, right? You know this region is Thar Desert. See how River Luni flows? It shows the location of River Luni. Okay, can you see that? Now I hope that you know the climate of the Thar Desert also, right? Now let us see about sand dunes. Okay, do you have any idea about sand dunes? What are they? Yes, see now assume if it is too windy, we can feel, right, in the air there will be so many mud, right, that if it is too windy, that wind will carry so much soil in it, right. So in desert, you know, desert is completely covered with soil, right. So and there will be the so now you know that the desert is completely covered with soil, right? And in desert, the speed of the wind will be very high, okay? So what will happen? This wind will carry all the sand and it will gather all the sand in one particular place and it will form a hill over there, okay? It will form small hills. So these hills are made of what? Sand collected by this wind. So we will call that as sand dunes, okay? See, this entire desert is covered by shifting sand dunes. So that means if today sand dunes is here means again the wind will move that to some other place, right? That's why this desert is covered by shifting sand dunes. And what is a sand dune? It is a small hill of sand formed by winds, okay? So winds, no, it is that will carry so many soil with them and they will collect all the sand in one place to form small hill of sand. And that small hill of sand is known as what? Sand dunes. You can see in this picture, see? You can see right here, the soils are gathered and they form small hills, right? So these hills are called what? Sand dunes. And this entire desert is covered by this sand dunes only, right? So do you know now what is a sand dune? Yes, now you know what are sand dunes, right? Now one of the another unique feature of this desert is oasis, okay? Do you know what is a oasis? Have you heard about oasis before? Yes. Can we see oasis in our place? No, right? So, what is oasis? We know, right? In desert there will be very little rainfall and it is very difficult to find water in desert, right? So, but in some place of the desert we can find water, okay? So, oasis is an area in desert where we can find water, okay? So if we find water in desert, then we call that area as what? Oasis, okay? And the land near to this oasis will be very fertile, okay? See, what is oasis? Area in desert where water is found. And see, the soil found here is very fertile and we can see so many date palms around this region. See, this is a desert and we have some water there, right? So this is oasis. Now see, all the other parts are very dry and there are no trees, right? But see, near to this oasis, the land is very fertile. That's why we can see more plants here. And what is the important tree we can see here? Date palms, right? Date palms means, you know, dates, right? The tree from where we can get dates is date palms, okay? See, some tall trees are there, no? That are date palms, okay? So around this oasis we can see more date palms and the soil around here is very fertile, okay? So now say me what is an oasis? Oasis is an area in desert where we can find water, okay? Now let us see about the vegetation in this Thar desert, okay? So do you have any idea about how will be the vegetation in the Thar desert? Whether the soil here is fertile? No, right? Can we see water in desert? No, right? So the vegetation will not be very high, right? So see, here it consists of bushes and shrubs only. Most commonly we can see so many bushes and shrubs only small plants. And see, what are the main plants and trees we can see here? It mainly consists of Khejri, cactus, kikar and babul. Okay, what are the trees? Khejri, cactus, kikar and babul. See, this is Khejri, okay, and this is kikar. This is cactus. We know cactus, right? In our place also we can see cactus. And this is babul, okay. So see, to grow in this desert region, these plants have some special features, okay. Like their trees will be the leaves of these trees will be designed in such a way that there will be less evaporation of water. And then also see, this babul tree can store up to 1000 liters of water in its trunk, okay, like that. So many special features are there for these trees to grow in the desert, okay. So these are the trees we can see in the desert, okay. Now shall we recall what are the things we have learned in this Thar desert? See, I'll ask questions and you have to answer with me, okay. See, first question, in which part of India is Thar desert mainly found? So this is about the location of Thar desert. Can you say me what is the answer? In which part we can see Thar desert? In the, yes, very good, in the northwestern part of India, right? So it extends from Gujarat till Punjab and Haryana in the north, right? But we can see the major part of the Thar desert in Rajasthan. Very good. Now see, second question, how is the climate of this region? How is the climate? It is very extreme, right? How will be the summer? Days will be very hot and nights will be cooler. How will be the winter season? Days will be warm and the nights will be very cool. Okay. Now, what is a sand dune? Yes, so winds will carry soil with them and they will deposit that at one place to form small hill of sand, right? So, a small hill of sand formed by the wind is known as what? Sand dune. And mostly the entire part of the desert is covered with this sand dune only. Yes, now say me, what is an oasis? Yes, what is oasis? Oasis is an area in the desert where we can find water, and the soil near this oasis will be very fertile, and we can see more date palms near to this oasis, right? Now, how is the plant life? We cannot see more plants here, right? The vegetation will be poor, but we can see more shrubs and bushes only in the desert. Yes, now I hope that you got a clear idea about Thar desert, right? Am I right? Now we know about Thar desert, right? So now let's see your homework, okay? So what are the things you are going to do today? See, you have to collect information about wildlife in the Thar desert. We know little about how will be the plant life in the Thar desert, right? So what you are going to do? You are going to learn how will be the wildlife in Thar desert, okay? So collect information about that, like at least 5 points and write in your social note, okay? And your homework 2 is complete worksheet 3 from workbook page number 24. Okay, in page number 24, they have given you a picture about the desert and they have asked you some questions, very easy questions. You have to write by your own, okay? Don't copy from the book. Complete that homework also, okay? See, complete the worksheet 3 from your workbook, that is page number 24, okay? So, complete this 2 homeworks. Now, I hope that you have a clear idea on Thar desert, right? So, if you have any doubts on Thar desert or else in this homework, you can contact me, okay? So, in the next class, I will teach you about the importance of this Thar desert, okay? So, meet you in the next class. Thank you.